Mimi ninaona, mimi as a young person, me I don't want that seat. I'm not siko viable kuchukua hiyo na sina the much experience. But what I'm calling for is for people with experience. Where are these people coming from? If the people are not willing to sit in those seats, not yet sure. There are these vice chancellors, there are these councillors, there are these directors, there are these CEOs, there are these clerks. They're the people who should submit. How should they be brought in? They should submit their documents. How is submitting the documents? Mimi nikienda job niulizie job. Naambiwa leta CV yako. Na siku hizi za CV za siku hizi zimeadvance, ziko na kapicha pale juu. So we need to come between the people and the government, tuseme kutakuwa na platform moja yenye hawa watu watasubmit hizi. Ikuwe ni 100 submission. Hatutaki hata kujua face value, hatutaki kujua watu na face value. Tunataka kujua wewe uko ready kuchukua hii docket, and number one, you're willing and ready to work under minimum or less supervision. Wewe unajua course yako hapo. You drop yourself as an individual and you're ready and willing to serve. Si kuingia hapo kuitwa mhesh. You're willing to serve the people of the Kenya. Why? Because we are fighting a bigger war. Which is the bigger war? Right now we are seeing New World Order. We are seeing the West are trying to infiltrate Africa, and they've been doing that since before hata nizaliwe. Wamekuwa wakifanya hivyo. So saizi tukiingia na hiyo kichwa vile tunataka kuingia, we are not winning, we are going to lose and we are going to burn our country. Tutaanza kukaa kama Juba, Sudan, then where will we go? Right now, I think I'm not siding at sijui Ruto must say no. Let us make him a one-term president. Tukimtoa saa hizi, tuseme hata kama ni hiyo jeshi inaingia, ni sisi bado tutaumia. Tukimtoa ni Rigathi anaingia. The same people with the same attire. So why don't we deal with this person we have? What do we want? Tushamwambia clearly. IBC na hapo ndo tunafaa kukua, tunakwamia. Tumechukua kwa nini hiyo time yote kutafuta hawa watu wa IBC ama nini? Right now ukiwa straight inasemekana sasa tuko na haki ya kufanya chochote tunataka. Tunaweza sema hii IBC before tufike September. Tunaweza kaa kama wananchi tuseme 1 week ama 1 month tutakuwa tumepata IBC commissioners, tutakuwa tumepata CSs. How? Tumesema pali tunawatoa. And if there is a side of the people who want to be in those seats, let's say IBC commissioner, because I'm seeing the people should take more of that. Let us look people who have relevant wamekuwa na experience na wamekuwa na good track records ya their works. Ukwe wewe ni artist, ukwe wewe ni writer, ukwe wewe uko in the field of creatives, and you're willing to take this seat. Hata kama hauna the relevant education, as in maybe you have a few education, if you're willing to go and sit there na tukusomeshe kama serikali tunajua wewe tutakutolea hii track record yako imesema wewe kazi yako na musician yako umekuwa international. Let's say even though it's let me give an example, just an example. Kama ni Brian Omolo, please land. Thank you. Please land. Thank you. Let's say if it is Brian Omolo atataka chukue high commissioner. Wewe uko na track record zako ya music na international and how you display yourself is okay. Are you willing to take this seat? Yes. What is the relevant documents required? Au course inafaa usome hivi na hivi. Haya 6 months. Serikali juu imezoea kufanya corruption, hiyo pesa corruption tutaipeleka hapo. So what I am urging the citizens of Kenya is this. As a citizen and as a young youth, please, let's go back to the drawing board. Tufikirie exactly nini tunataka. Let's not fight in the middle of the war. The war is what? The war is the New World Order and how they want to place us. It is a lot. We have information. We know a lot of things that hatuwezi maliza. But tumegrow in a society where tunajua a lot. So why don't we change the narrative? Because if you are saying Ruto must go, say Ruto must resign then. If he decides, ni sawa. But Ruto must go is really getting into the heads of people na inafanya agenda inakuwa mbaya kabisa. And the more people are being killed, like whatever we are seeing in Zimmerman, hadi uelewi mbona wanakufa usiku saa zile wewe uko kwa nyumba, maybe you just dozing. It's really saddening because there are people. Thank you so much for this platform and for giving me an opportunity to speak. Thank you. Thank you, Maria, for that submission, and never feel bad for being the youngest in the room. Hata sisi ni akina Gen Z hapa. We are just working together and trying to figure this out. So, yes, so much has been said, and there's a lot of conversation around does what Mwenda is suggesting involve
the dialogue that Raila is trying to do with Ruto. Is that where we're headed? It seems like we cannot agree on that as a group, and in as much as we cannot agree on such critical parts of the movement at this moment, it is clear that it's harming the people, it's harming the youths on the ground, and somehow we have to find a way out. Do we want Ruto is not going to resign? So do we want Rigathi? You know, when we started these rooms, somebody said, "Oh, if we want Ruto to resign, then Gachagua has to resign first," which also brought another interesting conversation because people have all these ideas in their minds and how they foresee this happening, but they're not putting into the consideration what the law says, you know, because the movement didn't start with Gachagua must resign. No, it started with Ruto. So it means if Ruto resigns, Gachagua takes over. If Gachagua cannot, then it's the military. Definitely nobody wants to go the military way. And Gachagua and Ruto, really, we don't have issues with Gachagua yet because we haven't really looked into him much. But do we really want to replace Gachagua and Ruto? There are a few things we know about him, but if we start digging into his past, we may not like it. So yeah, those are critical parts of the movement that are a little bit confusing, and we are doing something that's never been done in the world before. The way we've run this movement, it's never been seen anywhere. So everybody's looking up to us and just waiting to see how we're going to execute it. And the truth is, we do not have a blueprint. We are creating the blueprint for other countries, for other places to use in the future.